So this is the finish up of week 10 and the start of week 11. So we are on, this is day 20 here, and we're going to talk about day 21 also. Cis-125 Intro Program Design. We did peer reviews for the midterm final, finished that up, talked about trailing decision and a for loop inside Python. So we looked at that, talked about defining functions, starting to think about modularization for programming, and we talked about code.org in preparation for next Tuesday. So we talked about ASCII, bits representing some piece of data, and this would be a string. If you think about the data structure. We talked about error control, how we manage data coming into the system, and we talked about the for loop. Alright. Modules or modularization. They used to call them, years ago, they used to call them subroutines, which was a very good name, okay? The idea is you have a main line, you have a start and a stop, and what you do is you just call subroutines or modules to do the work. Send some information to the module sends it back. Today in class I use the idea of a black box. You send it in there, something comes back out. We did some conversions. We listed the binary items up here. So 2 to the 0 would be 1, 2 to the first would be 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 64, and 128. So one group of 64 and one group of 1 gives us 65, which is an A. Character 65, be an A. And there's a way to take an A and convert it back to the number. So I did an example of a module. I imported this ASCII chart and then did some work using that. Called a particular thing from the chart. So we did that coding example. Then on Tuesday, so this is week 11, and this would be day 21, Tuesday. Hopefully everybody went out and voted. Alright. Code Wars, code.org. Today was Explore, in which sophomores and juniors, or I should say freshmen and sophomore mainly, from a large number of high schools in the area come and explore careers at the college. So here's what we did. The students participated in the code.org, and then they went to lunch and talked about programming challenges. Okay. Announcement things. First of all, well, let me switch here colors. We did this with the technology club, and within there we had our information data assurance students, and this went well. They presented. We had a little glitch with bandwidth, but went well. I contacted Palo Alto. We're going to sign a contract to use those resources again. And there's a tech talk on artificial intelligence. You can go on your own, and this is the time, and it's Wednesday, 11/14/18. The students that I have, the ones that I have during this class time, are the Intro to Computer students, and they can choose to do a project on campus or go to this event and write a report. Coming up right before Thanksgiving, we have a Tech Den. Unreal Engine and Gaming. Blender. So in the morning we'll talk about this. This in the afternoon. The Tech Den, that's on the 20th. It should be a Thursday. Alright. I talked to Code Wars, and they use code.org. Information about me. I talked to him a little bit about computational thinking. We looked at a definition from Wikipedia. They talk about the 4 C's of the 21st century: communication, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. This could be the 5th C, computational thinking, using algorithms to solve problems, or at least thinking through algorithmic type solutions to problems. And this is notes from the students that attended. Okay. First session, 10 from Charles City, 5 from Clear Lake, 2 from Newman, 4 from Britt, 2 from Forest City, 1 from North Iowa. How much technology? Very little, very little, very little, none, a little bit in 8th grade, no. And then you can see the same thing. Osage is doing something K through 12. Charles City has that one class, the same one mentioned up here, so forth. So that was the first session there. This was the second, and this was the third session. Well, and that's it.